Napansin mo ba? Yung mga taong dati laging nag-aalala sa'yo, biglang nawala, wala nang kumusta, wala nang tanong. This is one of the hardest realizations after graduation. Not everyone you thought cared actually does. When we were still in school, ang daming ka-chat, ang daming kasama. But the moment real life hit, bills, work, rejections, daming pwedeng patao-tauan. Suddenly, tahimik na. A friend of mine once told me, akala ko marami akong solid friends, but nung nawalan siya ng trabaho, wala man lang nag-check-in. That silence hurt more than the job loss itself. And this isn't just about friends. Minsan, even family stops checking in. Maybe they're too busy. Maybe they think you're strong enough, but the truth, silence can feel like abandonment. We all crave connection. We all want to be seen, to be asked. Kamusta ka na talaga? But we don't get that. So it's hard to accept when the people you expected to care don't. But here's what I learned. Instead of chasing those who don't check in, build with those who do. Sometimes even one genuine person is enough. So today, let's talk about it. Has someone stopped checking in on you? Comment your story below. Let's talk about it. I know it's hard to accept the reality that some people in our lives may be the people we thought would always be there for us, maybe our family members or friends. I mean, they stop caring, they stop making an effort, they stop asking how you are. You're not really sure why. Well, one reason could be because they're caught up with their own problems. Life gets in the way. They have their own set of challenges to deal with. You know, adulting is hard. But another reason, and I hate to sound this way, but it could also be that they never really cared in the first place. They were just there because it was convenient. They were just there because maybe they needed something from you or they wanted something from you. I'm not saying that's the case for everyone, but sometimes it's better to face the possibility that some people who we thought were in our corner, they're not. And the sooner we realize that, the better. Because why waste our time, our energy, our mental health on people who aren't willing to put in the effort? I remember this one story, and by the way, I'm sure most of you have probably experienced something like this. There was this guy, he was struggling with his mental health, you know, feeling depressed, anxious, having panic attacks, the whole shebang. He reached out to his friends for help. At first, his friends were there. You know, they checked in on him. They gave him advice. They tried to help. But as time went on, they stopped. They stopped asking how he was doing. They stopped making an effort to check in on him, and eventually, he felt like he was alone in this battle. And it made him feel worse. It made him feel isolated, like no one cared about him. But then he realized something. The people who were there for him in the beginning, they weren't really there for him at all. They were just trying to be good people, you know? They saw him struggling, and they wanted to help, but they didn't actually care. If they did, they would have continued to check in on him, even if he didn't reach out. They would have made an effort to be there for him, to listen, to help, to be a friend. But they didn't. And he realized that the only person who truly cared was himself. And that's when he decided to seek professional help. And that's when he started to get better. My point is this: don't waste your time and energy on people who aren't willing to put in the effort. Don't expect them to care about you when they don't even care about themselves. You deserve better. You deserve people who will make an effort, who will listen, who will help. Yes, it's hard to imagine, especially when you're hurting, when you're struggling, when you feel like you need someone to lean on, but no one's there. It's hard to believe that the people you thought you could always count on won't be there for you. But it happens. And the sooner you accept it, the better. So again, has someone stopped checking in on you? Comment your story below. Let's talk about it. And follow AfterGrad PH for more brutally real stories about life after graduation.